Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Mike from Wizards. Welcome to the Wizards Den again for another new comic review, where this week we're going to be talking about Thanos Legacy and the Silver Surfer. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody to mash the like and subscribe buttons and get your notification pings when we post new videos. It helps us out a lot, and we really appreciate all your guys' feedback. With that being said, let's get right into it and let's start talking about Thanos and the Silver Surfer. Anybody who was watching new comic releases last week knows that Thanos and Silver Surfer were big titles coming out. This new Thanos Legacy #1 is brand new one-shot, done by Donny Cates and Graham Shaw? Jerry Duggan? Boyd? Whatever. Donny Cates came back and wrote this bad boy, and really, people have been asking what happens after Thanos wins. Where do I get my Thanos? What happened to him? He just took off back in the past, and now what's up? So the idea is, anybody reading Infinity Wars knows what happened to Thanos. This is spoiler alert, guys. This is your final last chance to tune out of the video and have no idea what's happening in Infinity Wars, in Thanos, all the Donny Cates stuff, all that jazz. You've got 5 seconds. Cool, anyways, back to Thanos. So everybody who's reading Infinity Wars knows, Infinity Wars Prime, Thanos gets killed by Requiem. We have no idea who Requiem is at that point. Shows up, jams a back in it, sword right through his chest, cuts his head off and leaves him hanging there. So everybody's wondering, how the hell did Thanos get from fighting old King Thanos and defeating this Black Silver Surfer and all that sweet cool stuff with the Cosmic Ghost Rider? How did he get back here in order to get killed by Requiem? Well, Thanos Legacy covers all that stuff. A brief synopsis of the story arc. Thanos actually ends up, it's the last moments of his battle with King Thanos, and you see him travel back in time, and the whole time they're talking about how Thanos is going to avoid this fate. As you all remember, when he leaves King Thanos, old King Thanos, he leaves him alive. All old King Thanos needs help with is dying, and the only one fit to kill Thanos is Thanos. It's the whole core of that story arc. Anybody who hasn't read it, Thanos Wins is a great comic. Check out the graphic novel. It's really cool. It's really great. Think Maestro Thanos, except somehow they've got even cooler stuff surrounding him. But anyways, Thanos goes on to say, no, I'm not going to kill him. And then the whole point at the end is, well, how is he going to not become this future version of himself? It is Thanos. He's going to have to become him someday. You know, it's the same timeline, it's not an alternate universe or whatever, this is just the future. So it's kind of crazy. So at the start of the book, we get this introduction, and you get the whole run of Thanos walking around trying to figure that out for himself. Like, how do I stop this from happening? And you get some really great shout-outs to the rest of the Thanos run, too. Like, he goes to find Mephisto, who, in another Donny Cates book, Doctor Strange Damnation, has been trapped in Las Vegas inside a hotel room by Doctor Strange. Really cool story. If you guys haven't read that one, totally check it out. But anyways, he goes to Mephisto, punches him in the face, and says, "Leave Frank Castle alone," which I just thought was so cool. You get this great couple pages here where he just walks up and wallops him, and it just kind of cleans up the loose ends of that Thanos Wins story. So something like, hey, remember how Frank Castle goes crazy when all the heroes start dying and you approach him and make him the Ghost Rider? Don't do it. Stay the hell away from him. I just thought that was awesome. It was really cool. So even to have him hear about the whole Hela story from Mephisto made a lot of sense. And then as soon as he gets killed by Requiem, we see it happen again, all over again. Him sitting on his throne, and Requiem, who we now know is, of course, Gamora. Totally shot caller. We all knew it was going to be Gamora, right? She was the one who wanted the gems, all the gems. The whole time she's like, well, I need the gem to get my soul gem for my soul. Or it's complicated. She's a complicated lady. Kills Thanos. We saw this already. This is the new rendition. It's replayed. But what we don't see is, as soon as Thanos dies, the answer to how he stops becoming old King Thanos, the pathetic version that he hates, he's getting killed. Maybe Thanos let it happen, which is so cool. The idea that Thanos would be like, oh, I got it, I'll die. Problem solved. If I die now, then I want to die later, and, there we go, right? I'm not going to be old King Thanos. The sweetness is that you think it's just going to be over when Requiem takes his head and carries on, which happened in Infinity War, if you guys don't remember. In Infinity War #2, we see the rest of the Requiem backstory with Gamora becoming this character. She's carrying around the Thanos head that's talking to her in like a sack. It's really dark. It's awesome. I love it, guys. The cool thing is that what we get is Frank Castle, future Frank Castle, the Cosmic Ghost Rider. And lots of people I know talking about Cosmic Ghost Rider, good and bad. I'm not a big crazy fan of overusing this character. I think there's a lot of ways that you can go wrong, and every time I think that I'm kind of getting tired of Cosmic Ghost Rider, they come out with a new Cosmic Ghost Rider appearance or issue, and just everything this guy says is awesome. I don't care about what he's doing or his story arc. Everything he says is so awesome and badass. I love Donny Cates for his ability to write Cosmic Ghost Rider alone, let alone his good stories. So what we see here is Cosmic Ghost Rider taking a pea of fire on Thanos, and he says, "It's about damn time." And I just love that shit. That's some Doctor Doom stuff, man. You know, I love when my villains, or even like some of my more eccentric characters, get the chance to like really lay down some like quotable stuff, right? Like give me some, especially a guy like Frank Castle, a crazy version, especially such a badass like the Cosmic Ghost Rider. I want to see some really cool badass quips, man. Like give me that 80s, 90s action cheese. It's great. So he's sitting there, and we see Star Fox show up in this horrible super culty robe. He looks like a weirdo, a total occult bitch. And you get Frank talking to most everybody, and he kind of goes to say like, "Yeah, everyone knows who you are, Cosmic Ghost Rider. You're not a secret anymore. Get out of here." And so he's just gone when I got here. Must have been taken by whoever set him on fire, I reckon. He's so great. That's all I want. And what we see at the very end is Eros pulling out a device from Thanos' heart and saying it's his will. And I love this. This is awesome because this sets up so much comic books. Anybody who's thinking, "Oh hey, have you heard that Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw at the very back, in case you missed it, are doing Guardians of the Galaxy. This is an awesome double page spread. It looks so good, guys. It looks so cool. And the great thing is that, boom, there you go. Here's the start. Infinity Wars and the Will of Thanos. What's the Will of Thanos? Who does he leave it to? Nebula, Gamora, maybe the Black Order? You never know, guys. And that's why I liked this Thanos Legacy issue. It was awesome. It wasn't as good as the previous Donny Cates stuff, but this is more of a stopgap. And I actually really appreciate the fact that they came out with this issue, because this is the kind of thing that Marvel has had a really hard time doing lately, is tying up their loose ends and like putting the care in to keeping their continuity tight. Because Marvel continuity is some of the coolest continuity. They're very interconnected, and when they do a good job, it's awesome. It's unparalleled. DC's got some of the big characters for me personally. I mean, you get Batman and Superman, the Justice League, Green Lantern, you know, some great guys, but the interconnectivity of the Marvel Universe, when it's maintained, is amazing. And something like this keeps us honest, keeps us on our toes, and it makes sure that we know what's going on and that they're paying attention to what's going on and not just ignoring it. Thanos Legacy, totally check it out. Moving right along, guys, last one, really quick. Silver Surfer #1, this one shot came out same week, last week. I know everybody's talking up this book in a big way. It was tragically underordered from what I understand. It's definitely shooting up in value and collectivity at the moment. What's in it? It's a lost Silver Surfer story. So this is kind of like the Silver Surfer adventure right before he leads Galactus, wrong purple universe destroyer, my bad. Gigantic purple space monster, I'm naming the wrong ones. Leading Galactus to Earth. So it takes place right before that. And it's one of those kind of classic Silver Surfer stories that I love. You know, it's got some pretty cool kind of out there art with some great kind of aliens in it. And it's really a classic morality tale of, you know, hey, should Surfer, how does Surfer fulfill his duty to Galactus in his role in the universe as Herald of Galactus without destroying and condemning billions and trillions of lives on a daily basis by leading him to eat populated planets like Earth or Zenla. Classic. Everybody loved the old TV show. You know, best drinking game of all time. Drink every time you mention Zenla or Shalabal, and you will have a heart attack. I swear to God. I mean, eat cake every time. No, that's bad too. You're still gonna have a heart attack. Point is, this new Silver Surfer, it was a cool story. It was really well written. I was pretty impressed, actually. Sachs did a really, really good job here. You can tell I totally did my research onto who this guy is. Ethan Sachs and Andre Lima Arroyo. The art totally fit Silver Surfer stuff. It was just out there and spacey, and they had really good creatures. I didn't find it was anything that special. It was cool. I'm just excited to see Silver Surfer comics back. I would like to see a run like this. The last one felt a little Doctor Who-y. I like Mike Allred art. I thought that fit. Just him running around with the Earth Girl, and they were kind of having like very upbeat, kind of happy-go-lucky adventures. It was fun, but after a while, you kind of want something of consequence. And it's a bit of a waste of such a powerful character, in my opinion. You take this guy who's like a cosmic, galactic level player, like up here, and we're putting him on, having a good time, bombing around space. Which is great for about 6 issues. Maybe 8, you know what I mean? A miniseries, I am 100% down for. You sign me up for that miniseries, I'll have a hell of a good time reading it. But after a while, you get 20 issues in, you're just, hey man, let's see if we're gonna fight Terrax or Galactus or do something of consequence or fight Thanos or yeah, whatever. Do some sweet Surfer out there crazy stuff. Because that's what I came here to see. So if these guys get Surfer going again, I'm in. I'm in 100%. Check this one out if you guys can find it. It's a great collectible right now. It's shooting up in value. And if you have any interest at all in the new Thanos book, read it, buy it. It was super good. Apparently he's coming back after Infinity Wars 2 with another series for Thanos. I don't know. That's the rumor. I'm hella excited, guys. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me today. Leave any of your comments on the bottom. Let me know what you think about these new books and Donny Cates' new writing and his promotion to getting all the Guardians of the Galaxy and doing some hopefully big, crazy, cool stuff with that in the future. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.